I just... Okay, then.
Is there something you want to say, Sarah, or?
I just was wondering why I was the only one not being allowed to be brought in or dragged in.
Well, I could give you that answer for you if you want to know.
Yes, please.
So why are you still friends with Goji?
Are you...
I'm not kidding. It's a pretty good question. And also, why did you force Sleepy to hold a very stupid secret and keep it from all of us? Because maybe you know deep down that was a stupid thing to do. The silence isn't looking good.
Can I just get a minute to ex I I ex I explained to I explained to Sleepy that I I didn't at all condone what Goji did. I don't defend him. I I I just I had trouble letting him I had trouble letting him go because I he he's been a long he's been a long friend he's been a long friend of mine. I I I
Can I ask you a question?
yes.
Why were you so quick and defensive with us, in favor of Rye because he did similar actions, but with your friend, it's different? Like, how come, why are you two-faced about it?
What do you mean quick and defensive Rye? What?
So, as in, like, on our case, right, when we all exposed Rye, you defended us because you agreed that his actions were heinous and disgusting. But you have a friend who done, if anything, might have done worse stuff than Rye because he actually owned explosive stuff that could get you into legal trouble. But in this case, you do defend your friend. But with Rye, you were quick to make a video about him and help us, and you believed that what he did was wrong. But just because your friend did similar acts, you're like being two-faced about it. Let alone your guilty conscience, like knows it's bad, because therefore you gave this secret to Sleepy and forced her to not tell her, like tell any of us, because what, you knew this would look bad on you.
Because because I thought that I thought that because I unlike Rye, it didn't it seemed to me it seemed like Goji wasn't doing it anymore. I did
You
like
know, that's an excuse a lot of pedos say. Oh, it was years ago. Oh, it was the one time. I'm a changed person. Like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You heard what happened with MrBeast and Chris Tyson? They were best buddies since like elementary school, right? Sure, it would have been hard for Jimmy to kick him out of YouTube, right? But he did the same thing as your friend did and owned child porn. And Jimmy knew it was wrong and he definitely kicked him out. No questions. It doesn't matter if it was a one-time thing, because that's what Chris said. He said the exact same excuse. Oh, it was just edgy jokes. Oh, I didn't mean anything. It was just that one time. It was years ago. And I'm not saying you are like those people, but it doesn't do you any good favor that you do, because in a way you do defend such acts if you are still being friends with someone who's done that in the past.
Yeah, no, I was basically about to explain, by being friends with them, you're technically still defending them.
I honestly didn't even think of it like that. I
Well, you
never
must
thought.
have, because you told Sleepy to not tell any of us because deep down you knew it would make you look bad if we all found out. Like, why did you tell Sleepy
Because,
and went, don't tell anyone?
because Sleepy asked to be invited to my server, so I chose to explain why that to give her a warning about it, and I didn't want any of
A
I didn't
warning?
want any what.
A warning? What are you warning her about for? That, hey, there's a guy in
Because
the server that owns child porn in
No,
the
it's not
past?
that. It's not. Oh my God. Can you
because
guys stop assuming the worst in me, please? Just allow me to
we're not
explain.
assuming the worst. We're trying to
I mean,
help
I've
you
been
to.
pretty silent here, letting you talk. I've just been hearing crickets.
We've
Like,
been
if you've got to
we're trying
explain,
to
I'll give you
help.
the mic.
We're trying to help you realize what you did. The only reason why I asked to be brought back into your server was because my initial thought that Goji was gone. I thought that you unfriended him because of what he had. But when you told me that he was still in and that anyone can block him if anyone was uncomfortable with him, that's their thing. But sorry, when you asked me to keep this secret from everyone, I was like, okay, uh, I didn't know what to say. I just said okay. But to be honest, it's been eating me alive because I don't want anyone to think here like, oh, why did I keep a big secret even though I could have said something sooner? And so, yes, I did have to tell someone about it because it was the right thing to do. Because I didn't want to be held accountable for something that should have been over said and done with instead of having something like this.
You're right. That you're right. Was stupid and a bad judgment call on my part to make you keep that secret. Ask you to keep that. No. Beg you. I did beg you to keep it a secret. That's. I'm not gonna minimize that.
So, what are your morals then? Like, do you or do you not support those sort of actions? I would like to assume you don't, given how you helped us get rid of Rye, and you agree that we can all agree his actions were disgusting, right?
Yes.
So then why is Goji any different? And I don't want to hear because he's your friend, because that's a very poor excuse.
Question is, question is though, why did we keep Rye for so long? If we knew for years that if
I'll
we
tell you why, as a victim, is because I and Rebecca and many other victims at the time, some of us years ago when it actually happened, we were too young and naive to even understand what grooming is. We were children. And then as time and time gone on, you think I could have been comfortable enough to just give out all the evidence and just expect everyone to believe me? Because we gave loads of warnings with the whole Rye rebellion. You know what happened? All of us got harassed by all of Rye's dumb, naive fans because they are just don't like, they're just young kids that don't know any better, who would probably just look at the evidence and not understand what's going on and still support him and be two-faced all about it. Plus, everyone in the group, like even like Brandon and Logan, would have just defended Rye. Like it was, we waited for the perfect time for the moment when Brandon vented to me about his issues with Rye. That's when I knew it was time for us to come forward. And also, when you're a victim, it's really hard to just come forward and talk about everything and be comfortable with about it, like all about it.
Yeah, I wasn't
Like that's
fully aware
built up
back then.
trauma. It's not something you can just come out and say. And also, I never liked Rye. The only reason why I kept sticking around is because me and Rebecca, well, Rebecca used to, I kept around because I needed to keep a close eye on this guy, and I'm so glad I did, because guess what? Was going to be another victim. Well, she was. She was like the next to me. And even after that, Rye was like, he like doubled down further and still tried to find new friends on VR chat that were minors. Bro never learned. So, but anyway, that's another pathetic excuse here. It doesn't matter. If I found
That's
out my friend owned fucking like child porn, I would cut them immediately. I don't care how long or whatever it's been. Sure, it might be upsetting and disappointing in the long run, but I'm cutting them off.
I I did I re I remember in the video, maybe I missed something. I swear I swear maybe I missed something. Not intentionally, but I thought it was just that Goji solicited it. Not that that's any better, but I thought he just solicited it. I didn't think he actually had any. Again,
Well, we've got
I know
three witnesses,
again that's
including
I
Benny.
what?
There's three witnesses who have actually seen the images, but the reason why King couldn't show it is he would get into trouble legally. He
Yeah,
can't even
because it
say
would
it out loud that he has it. Like, that's the unfortunate thing with proving someone owns child porn. It's very hard to expose them for it because you get in trouble
because
just
if
for
you
even
share
saying
it,
it
you're
or even
technically
say you've
distributing
seen
it.
it. Yes, exactly. So that's why King couldn't just show it. It's just
I
he's seen it, Pat's seen it, and of course we have Benny.
I get that. The, Be- Benny is friends with Goji too.
Well, yeah, I'm not even friends with Benny, to be honest, because I only just
Yeah,
found
we're
out
not really
now
friends
from
with
King's
Benny.
whole video. Yeah, I only just found out now from this video of the reason why the rebellion shit got exposed to Rye a lot sooner than it did. Because I was told that it was an accident, and that's why Tony had to make up. Both King and Tony made up that lie, and then got accused by Rye and Aaron that they're hackers. Because that's the story they had to give. Because Rye was slandering Rebecca. I saw the DMs, and he was like screaming at her, and that was another reason why we weren't comfortable to come forward because of Rye's abuse of power. He would literally just say anything, and all of his fans would just attack like us. And look what happened to Eve. Same thing happened. Rice sent his fucking goons to go after Eve, and that's why he just went on a blocking spree. And then his channel got nuked. Like, that's how much power Rye has, and clearly he's not fucking responsible enough or, mature in the fucking head to have have that sort of shit.
When you say reason they had, do you mean who's they? You mean?
What, Rye's fans? Like, that's why Eve's channel got taken down, because Rye's fans, he has, like, what, hundreds and thousands of fans who all just false reported Eve, and for that reason, his channel got deleted, which is why me and Rebecca were fucking scared to death to even come forward and tell all you guys everything. This was even before you guys joined the group. You guys still would have been fans of Rye when this was still going on.
And we would have never known
I was
about his
genuinely like
actual
still
situation.
I guess in the dark. That's actually the reason why I still stuck with Rod for a longer and longer time. However, I did listen to Patrick and King, and I didn't really ignore it. The only reason I stuck with Rod is because he kind of, and maybe he's probably trying to show intention of maybe making that change, I guess. And I wanted to make him understand that, like, trying to make him understand what King and Patrick were trying to tell him. But the reason why I ignored them so much before was because the way they made it sound so threatening. So, in my case,
Well, you
I
can all
was
blame
trying
that on
to,
Benny.
yeah. In my case, I was like trying to say it in a way that he would probably listen, and he agreed. Unfortunately, that clearly got shot in my face. I guess you could say after what he did.
So to get back on topic, so like Sarah, what is your plan with Goji? Like, are you just gonna keep being friends with him no matter what? Because it's your choice. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm just gonna tell you right now, all my respect for you will be gone. I've already unfriended you after what I heard with Sleepy. and just the amount of spam you've been giving to everyone in their DMs. But the whole Goji thing, that's just no. I have like I said the same thing to Chi as well. I was like, if you continue to be friends with this guy, I'm just gonna unfriend you. I don't want to associate with you because in my eyes, you're just defending that person. Therefore, you're defending their actions. Like you can't be two-faced about it, where you don't agree what Rai did, but then be okay with someone else just because you're friends with them. It's like two-faced bias. It's no, that's just not how things
Regardless,
work.
I mean, regardless of what you say, I'm sorry, Sarah, but like I'm also gonna do the same because this is. I'm just gonna say this right now. The fact that you told Sleepy to tell the secret, it's the fact that you knew. You knew.
You knew this was bad. You were like, shit, I don't want the others to know. So Sleepy, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I'm still friends with this person who did that heinous shit. Like, oh, I'm so close friends with them. It doesn't matter. How would you know if they're not going to do it again? You won't know. Goji could still have those files saved. You don't know. Because why would he tell you? Why would he tell anyone? Because he would know deep down that's bad, right? If any sort of interest happens once, it's with you forever. That's just not something you can just change.
Whether they're a changed person or not, actions have consequences, and Goji has to accept the fact that he has a bad image by all this child porn.
Yeah, because people can say anything at this point, and we all expect it to just be fine with it. But in reality, it's not okay to not let these things be okay by us. You know, because here's the thing. I get it. You don't want to leave good friends, but you just don't know how far you can take it because you don't know how much you can. Because
He
literally,
only
what? Because hang on, because when I had to tell Fina the same thing, yeah, I was partially angry about him because he did different stuff, and I called him out on it. But I did befriend him again. But now I'm actually trying to comprehend the fact, like, do I still be friends with the person who did this stuff, or move on, finally get the peace that people need, so they don't go mentally insane. Because a lot of us don't want to go mentally insane because we hold on to something that means something to us, but there's more important things that we could be worrying about or doing something about instead of holding on to one string.
So, what do you have to say about all that, Sour? Hmm. Interesting.
can you? Oh my god! Can I not think of what I'm going to say, please?
It's just a bit concerning that you have to think.
Because I don't want to.
It should be like, you know what, guys, you're right. I'm gonna unfriend Goji. That is heinous. I shouldn't support someone that does those things. Like the fact you have to think about that is just so concerning. But with Rai,
because
you were
I'm
so quick.
because I'm basically all alone right now. I basically have everybody hating me, disassociating with me, and everything.
Well, you will be if you continue to support him. That's what I'm telling you now. Like, it's not that hard. Just unfriend the guy, and then if you just improve yourself, you will have friends and people who respect you. But I'm telling you now, a lot of us will unfriend you if you continue to be friends with this guy. It's not worth it. Because how do I know to trust you, like, for future things if similar stuff happens? We find out another person owns child porn. Are you still going to defend them and feel hesitant to take action because you're friends with them, so you have a small attachment bias with them? Because if so, that's a concerning thing.
Okay, here's my thing. Would you rather have one person be your only friend but lose everyone else, or would you lose that one friend and still have friends with us? Because you know, if you let Goji go, you still be friends with us. We'll see if you improve. But if you still be if you excuse me, let me rephrase. If you still be friends with Goji, you won't have us. If you unfriend him now, never talk to him again, you will still have us. You just have to prove it. Which one you want?
Are you still thinking, or
I'm looking at something.
Because I would say, Sour, I know you're autistic and all that. I do understand that.
That's
Oh,
please,
how?
please don't bring that in because I don't want that to even be thought of as an excuse right now.
It's not an excuse. It's just I know you. I just know you are. I've worked with people like you, so I know how it is to try to think of an answer. But I'm just saying that it should be pretty obvious of which one you want. I'm just
I
saying.
get I get it's obvious, and I trust me. If none of this thing happened with with me fearing of losing all you guys, I did losing you guys already. I would just cut it off in a heartbeat. I did, but I feel like regardless what happens, I've already lost you guys. That's why I'm too scared to move on now, because I feel like at this point it's cut the only person who's willing to who was willing to communicate with me through that entire thing until Bailey actually showed me the video, and by then I had already defended him. You already were upset with me, and I lost everybody, and nobody was talking to me for days, and I I'm fucking I'm just scared. I'm
dude?
scared.
Okay,
I'm
hold on.
alone. I'm
Okay, Sour.
How come?
Um,
Okay, so what you said just there, right? So you said, "Oh, until I saw the video, until your eyes were widened and you got to see all the context, you thought it was too late to change your mind." Because I wouldn't have been mad at you if you went, "Oh shit, now that I have the full context, oh my bad, now that I have everything, of course I'm gonna unfriend him." I still would have respected you then, but because you were like, "Oh shit, I'm too far gone. I have to stick with him still," like that, like why?
You basically had that one chance to at least, like, make things right, but you
Like it
chose
didn't
to
matter if you
stay
were
with him
late.
and keep it a
Like
secret.
it didn't matter if it took you a while to understand because you just didn't have the full context. But now that you gave I gave you the full context and everything, you still doubled down and went, "No, I've too far gone now. I should stick with him."
because I legitimately thought of I because I legitimately thought that it was that it was that it was a valid excuse that it happened years ago in the past and that it's not the person he is today. But then you pointed it out just now that I don't know that for a fact. I don't. I did for all I know. He still has the pictures and everything. I legitimately d- d- as as a friend and I'll be honest, me and him used to date.
um, whoa. Okay. Whoa. Shit.
I mean, now I know where the bias comes from.
And I just I wait, fuck, I lost what I legitimately lost what I was. Can I just get like 1 minute to recollect what I was saying? I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, fucking hell. Okay. Let me start over. I did it because I thought at the time, because I thought that was the I thought that was the reason why Rye's actions were kept in the dark so long, because people thought that he wasn't doing it, that he wasn't doing it anymore, or that he it was it it and that it was all, and that it wasn't the person he was anymore. Which I understand is not the case now, after you telling me that it was out of fear for of you and Rebecca. I'm I hope I'm sorry if I'm sounding dismissive or anything. I'm not trying to be that way. I just am trying to explain. Anyways, I thought that was enough reason to at least give Goji a chance to show that wasn't him anymore. That wasn't him anymore. But then you brought up the good point that, for all I know, it did he could still own that stuff. He could still own that stuff, and despite me not wanting to believe that would be the case, I can't know that for sure. I I let biases I let bias, judgment, and fear direct overtake or overlap my moral standpoint on everything. And it's usually after something is explained to me that it explained to me in detail, like this, is where I finally it it wake the fuck up, you should say. And I've already unfriended him. I've uh bef- I'll be honest, before earlier today, I did earlier today, a friend of mine, a mutual between me and him, said that he wanted to talk about something on Monday, and saying that it was quote unquote serious, and I have no idea what it meant. I haven't talked to him since the entire thing, and I, it, I I didn't think me staying friends and just not associating with him publicly was sufficient enough, and not defending him. I didn't think of it the way you guys told me, and you made a good point. I've Again, like I said, I've already unfriended him, and I I'm, I fuck it. I'm doing it now. Give me 1 second. I'm messaging my friend, telling him that telling her that I we I, I gotta think of something way to tell this to my friend that I
Can I also say one thing right now while I'm thinking about it? If you're listening, Sour,
yes.
I've also noticed, well, most of us have noticed that you're also kind of attention seeking as well. Between the events that you had in Chums during all this, and then constantly DMing us saying that, like, oh, like, we're ghosting you and, like, we think you're mad at you. Well, kind of, yes, because at the time, it's, please someone jumping on me. if I get this wrong, because you didn't know about it, we initially thought that you were defending him because of what he had. But then once you had the full context of it, then that's when you understood. But during that time, you were just kind of attention seeking to all of us because of all that.
I'm gonna be honest. This is something that's been bothering me about you so much now, and like I really don't appreciate it at all. Like, why does it matter how many times or how long it takes to hang out with another person? I don't even talk with my sister for years, but that doesn't mean I'm not sister with her, or not a sibling.
That
I did say before, like, you know, when it gets to relationships in general, trust and respect is what's the most important. It's not about who hangs out the most.
it yeah, I
But you didn't really respect that. We want to, like, you know, I guess be in our own time or something like that. The reason I stick with more people is because they know trust and respect is important in a relationship. That's why I stick with these. No matter what people tell me, I'm never liking attention seekers. Too many bad experiences for me to ever like them.
Same.
I I honestly, it wasn't my intention, but I know that regardless, intention or not, I still behaved like that. And I'm all I can say at this point is I'm all I can say at this point is I'm sorry, and work to make sure that it won't make sure that won't happen again. I
I will.
I
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I will tell you the same thing I told Fina the last time I had talk like him, when I spoke to him. I say I don't want to hear sorries. I will see it when I believe it, because I've heard too many sorries already between a lot of people. Even from us being a year in this group, I've heard enough sorries. You know, like my mom tells me, sorry is not going to cut it. Your actions have consequences, and you have to take responsibility for it. Because if you don't, you're not going to get ahead with your own life or with yourself. You just have to take the actions now, so that way it doesn't become a bigger issue along the way. So, like,
Sure,
I'm
it
glad,
hurts, but
but
would you
it's
rather
the
it hurt
truth.
harder later, or would you rather take it now?
Because the truth is, I am kind of hurt the fact like you had to ask me to keep a big secret from everyone, because I don't like keeping secrets from this group, especially if it involves a problem. Because one, that puts a huge strain on me and everyone else, and I don't want anyone to look at me as a bad person because I had to keep something from them. Because I already got so much on my plate right now that I don't need to worry about this kind of shit. And I'm glad that you
I
stopped being friends with Goji, but it still does not condone on that we had to talk to you about this kind of stuff that should already been done and said in the first place.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, I already told you, Sleepy, but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in a way, when it's like when you're basically telling someone to keep a secret, especially if it involves like actual legal stuff like child porn, grooming, pedophile, in a way you're kind of dragging them to be part of the conspiracy. And if for example, the police interrogated Sleepy and then she would kept that a secret, but they eventually found out, then she probably would have been arrested for being part of it. I'm not saying it
Yeah.
would it was gonna happen, but like I'm just saying
I
in a scenario like
I
this,
Could
it could
have.
have. It could have.
I swear on my life, I did not think of it. Think of that. I swear, I.
Any matters involved get in trouble no matter what, because it's a very touchy thing. It's a very like harsh subject. That's why when anytime someone you hear the word like child porn, you just kick them out. It's not worth it.
Even if, for example, my partner, whether boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, like I wouldn't just stick with like the whole bias family stuff. I mean, yeah, I would like family and all, but like I prefer a stable one who at least knows the right and wrong. I guess you could say.
Because even you, Sal, easily could have gotten arrested if like the full proof was just out there and someone made the report. You definitely would have been held accountable as well. They'll be like, the police would ask you the same question. They'll be like, why were you defending that, huh? Like, they'll literally ask that. And then, actually, you will get charged. Because just for association and defending. It's like, it's with that with all crimes, I'm pretty sure. So,
The real world is just not a forgiving place,
It's not.
unfortunately. But that's why everyone has to either learn the easy or the hard way. You had a chance at the easy way.
Sorry, my eyes burn.
but you also shouldn't feel scared of getting in trouble as a reasoning to, get rid of people that have that stuff. Just by morals and feelings alone, it should be enough. It shouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble, so I should unfriend them, I should cut them off. It's like, oh, they fucking like children. That's disgusting and foul shit. I'm unfriending them. Did you kick Goji from your server?
I'm doing it now.
But do you see the point we were making? How like it should be your morals, not like us telling you or the fear of getting in trouble.
Yep.
It should already like be done by favor. I don't know if we're done here or if there's anything else we need to elaborate.
I guess that's basically it. And if there's more, then yeah.
I don't have anything else, honestly.
All right. Well, Sarah, do you have anything to say or ask?
Again, not that it means anything, but I do apologize for you making the wrong decision again and again. And I hope, given time, you can. I can earn your trust again and your
I
respect.
just hope you're able to make decisions from just by how you feel on things rather than like fear or being told.
In a way, this is
Because
this
like,
this is, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is basically the same situation with Rai. He would always be reliant on other people, and that's already a bad image on you. Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone in the world wants to see like at least like people who can be independent.
Wait, you're comparing me to what? No, never mind.
he's not comparing you to Rai as a whole. He's just saying like a similarity trait to one thing, which is independence, like relying on people. Which is the point I was trying to say to you. Is I hope you can make decisions on your own accord, not by fear or by favor or bias. Like that's the example I meant with like finding out someone has child porn. Your instant reaction should be, "That's disgusting. I'm unfriending you." Not like, "Oh, I'm scared. I'll get in trouble if I get involved. I should unfriend them, or only unfriended them because all these friends will cut me out of their life." Like, oh, like that can't be your reason. It should be the first example that it's disgusting already.
It's in it's people are gonna regardless what happens, people are gonna cut me out anyways.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you have that attitude.
They yeah I'm
See, the intention seeking, you did it right there.
I didn't mean it that I'm sorry. That
Well, at
that
least
was
you
me
had
act
like an example right there. That's what
that
me and
was
Brandon were saying. Like that, what you did just there, that needs to stop if you want advice on how to improve. It's like you can't be talking like, oh, well, it's gonna happen already, or no matter what I do, it'll be wrong. Like if you keep thinking negatively, well, no shit, people will just give up on you, dude.
I didn't mean in terms of just you guys.
Well,
I'm
it's not even just about us; it's in
and
general.
I,
Like you shouldn't think like that at all. Like it's so negative. You should be positive and just think straight.
Here's what I would think it if you need, I guess, help. Like again, because action has consequences. If it turns out to that, then it's unfortunate, but it had to happen. Then my best way of at least thinking this is, if I mess up with them, oh well. I guess I won't see them again. But if I get any future friend, I won't mess it up this time with them.
Or you can also think in a way with, hey, maybe with improvement I could get another chance. Sure, it might take a while, or maybe
Yeah,
not at all, but at least I can learn from this. Like just keep your chin up, dude. You don't need
yeah,
to just think of the downsides of everything. Because I said, um, well, yeah, true. Everyone would have definitely unfriended you or not want to associate with you, continue to stay with Goji. But even now, you made the right call to cut him off. And I'm not speaking for everyone here because others might have, their level of what counts as giving a chance or not. Like some of the other people in the group might be okay with you, and you're still in chums. So I'm just saying some
no,
of
I'm
us
not.
might feel hesitant to reach out to you, and until we see improvement ourselves, that's when we can open up to you again. But that all depends on how you react to things.
What do you
Because
mean?
if I
I'm
see
still in
improve
charge.
like if I see improvement, dude, like I'm fine with you. Like I will, because I'm not gonna be petty about things. If I generally see improvement, then my respect will come back, but it's just gonna take time.
yeah, take a while. But like I guess it's basically like the improvement of behavior, your action, just basically overall self.
And again, the number one advice that again we tried giving to Ryan, he just didn't fucking listen or understand,
Oh
even though it's not that
jeez.
complicated, is just be independent. Just start thinking for yourself and have your own opinions. which I hope your opinion is, anyone who has child porn is disgusting, right? So if that's your way of like thinking of things, if you think that when other people are discovered that they have it, your first thought is to cut them off. Like that's just how anyone should think. Anyone who has the right mind, right? If anyone is hesitant, then I'm just gonna think you're fucking sick in the head or something's wrong with you. Because you wouldn't be friends with a murderer, right? Like if you found out your friend murdered someone, your first reaction would be disgust, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be, oh, I should give him another chance. Like he's my friend. I know he murdered. That's bad. But oh, he's my friend. Oh, I don't know. Like that shouldn't be in your mind.
If it is understandable if there's like lack of proof, but since it was, and still even after that, you still like stuck with him. That's what made it the issue there. If there was like a proof.
Well, the one thing that pissed me off is that you knew it was bad because by bad is that's why you told Sleepy don't tell anyone. That is where I
Yeah.
feel off with you. Because if you know something's wrong, you don't do it, right? Like you think it over, elaborate, and think of the consequences first before committing to it. So if you're like, guilty self is literally telling you, hey, this is a bad idea, maybe it's a sign you shouldn't do it.
And then I still did it.
Mm-hmm. Again, take this as just a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry, I know it may seem like we're all like throwing hands on you. I did talk to everyone else in the group and I have told them off for not DMing you back. So I did tell them that was pretty rude. And it's no wonder you kept spamming them because I was like, guys, yes, him spamming you is wrong, but the reason why it's happening is because you're not giving a response. So I told everyone from now on, if there's issues, like I've said it in chums and you've seen it before, if someone has an issue, just talk to them. Don't gossip or hide shit. So I've told everyone, like this to show I'm not biased here. I'm giving everyone fair criticism. So I've already told the group from now on that if they've got something up, they should just text or call, whatever, tell the person right away. But the difference is if someone's told you to stop doing something or they've confronted you and you still continue, then we have issues.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I just thought I could cheat the system, but I couldn't.
Never,
It
never
was
have that.
it was stupid to think that I could do that, get away with it. And it was even more stupid and fucked up that I brought Sleepy into that, and
So even your choice of
I'm not
wording
even
now,
I'm not gonna.
that is a little crazy.
What?
Because you said cheat the system. Like you said, I thought I could cheat the system,
Well,
meaning
The
and
legal
not lose
system.
any friends at all.
yeah. But so see, we're back to square one. Do you see I feel like you're missing my point. That is what you're worried about, not hey, someone out there owns child porn. Like, do you see the difference? It shouldn't be like what you have to lose. It should be like I'm supporting someone who has this disgusting thing. Like that is the problem.
That's not what I meant.
I'm gonna assume poor choice of wording there.
Yes.
Like you thought
Okay.
there would be an easier way out of this thing if it just like you thought there would be an easier way out instead of taking the hard way and just doing with it.
Yes.
Well, even then, that's bad.
Yes.
Again, it should just be, oh shit, someone fucking has child porn. Here, to make it easier, I know it's so heinous and so far, but it's still pretty close and still a crime. Just pretend Goji freaking murdered someone, dude. Like, would you be okay with him? Would you even think about it? Being like, yeah, I'm still going to be friends with him even though he murdered someone. Like, would that go through your mind or would you immediately cut him off?
I would actually, if anything, I would record. I would report it to the police.
Yeah, see that mind thought,
Yeah.
right? Exactly. That what you think there. How come you should think like that for all crimes? Like even like him owning child porn. It should be the same level. Like, sexualizing children is foul. It's disgusting. That's what Rai did, and we cut him off without even thinking. Because, well, I know back then we would have thought differently, but we were all minors here. We didn't know, we couldn't think for ourselves. We didn't know any better. Rai and Aaron were the adults in that situation, which makes it even more disgusting. So since we're all adults now, we're able to have a clear thought of everything. We had the right mindset to actually judge character and actually take action. It should be the same with everyone else.
Basically, when you're an adult, you need to start learning to take responsibility and accountability.
Basically, just learn to put your foot down no matter what. I understand, like, you can have the emotional shit afterwards and you can vent to us, like, he was my friend. Like, this was such a hard decision. I'd never wanted to think that way of him. But the first act should be, nah, cut him off, get him away.
Yeah, it's maybe a difficult choice, but at least you made the right choice at that point.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with feeling bad or like just having this sort of fucking like just emotional reflection over everything. That is a-okay. All of us did with Rai, but if we just kept blindsiding it and just going, oh, because I still idolize him and I still like have these feelings with him, I still should just back off and take the coward approach and just be silent about it and still be his friend. Because it's like, how far does your friend have to go for you to wake up to actually kick him out? Like, it shouldn't have to go that far. I'm basically just trying to help you think rationally next time, is all I'm saying. That's just what is deeply concerning, alright? Like, no bias should be provided here, especially something as serious as someone owning child porn. Like, actual victimization over kids sexually it's just no. That's why I went off at too, because he blamed his 9-year-old cousin for seeing sexual shit when the adult had every responsibility to take action and avoid that from happening, yet he blamed the fucking child. Which is out of the question, just fucking stupid, cowardly, disgusting behavior. So
Wait, who?
Fina. Funtime Fina.
I'm still
wait,
genuinely pissed off
what?
at him. Funtime Fina, yeah.
To give
She
a
was
bit
some
of
sort of
to
NSFW photo
like,
to a
it was an
9-year-old.
accident, yes. Like, I'm not accusing Fina of liking that shit or being a weirdo. I'm just saying it's fucked up that he vented and blamed it on the child for it happening.
instead of him
Because
taking
again,
his own
morals completely
actions.
different. It's the same as this situation. His morals was all like, oh, my thing was seen. Oh my god, and like it's all like this 9-year-old just had to see my stuff. It's like, no, dude, that's a kid. They don't know any better. You do.
Technically speaking, some of us were kind of a victim of that as well, just for a different reason, and that's why we confronted him before.
Mm-hmm.
He complained about using some NSFW avatar that he wanted to use, but like none of us didn't like
Well,
it. But yeah,
well, we're not really victims of it because we're all adults. Like, adults can see nudity.
true.
It's just the moment a child or a minor is in it, it's like, no, they're the fucking victim. Like, it's just no.
But okay, but still, I mean, I hate to talk to Fina multiple times about that, but anyway, we just don't want you to.
I just want you to think for yourself. That's what I want. And I just, again, please change your morals. Like, please. Because if it's just about, keeping your friends around, that's really bad. It should be for the good of, like, kids out there. I'm sure, like, none of us want kids to be, like, fucking, I don't know, endangered or even explored through sexual shit. Like, none of us want that. You should be thinking for them, which is why it's like out of the question, cut them off for owning child porn or anything disgusting in that matter. Like, I have no sympathy for pedophiles or groomers. That's why I was so quick to just fucking go like, just get fucking angry at anyone that was defending Rai. I don't know, is there any other questions you have, Sour, or...
No.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, anyone else here got anything to say before we wrap it up?
No.
I currently don't at the moment.
Me neither.
Alrighty.
Regardless, for now, I'm still gonna keep my distance until I see the improvement. Sour, I'll keep distance, and I am hoping for this improvement because I will say, like, how should I say this? There's always this chance for redemption. Not maybe, like, at least just in general. Not just necessarily with not just necessarily with people, because like for example, if there were like victims of like, if there were victims of like I guess any sort of crime, then it's only fair that like they would never give them a chance. But that doesn't mean there's no such thing as redemption for them if they really
Yes.
want to.
Yes,
But
Sour, just one more... So I have a question for you, one more question. So, why do you think it was right to remove Goji?
Do you think
Wait,
it's just
what
because of...
So
was the
I'm just gonna ask you a question. It's like a random question. Like, don't think too hard. I just want like your in your words, your answer. Why do you think it was the right move to get rid of Goji?
to get rid of him?
Yep.
Because I didn't think at the time that what I was doing was defending him. I didn't I
No, I
di-
mean now, like right now. Like I'm just asking in your words.
because
So
the
you did the
because
right
you
thing. You got rid of him. So I just want to know why do you think it's right to remove Goji for what he did in the past?
because for all I know, he could still be doing it, and I can't know for sure. So be,
Doing
better
what?
safe than sorry.
What is he doing? Like
To
what's the pure reason why we're doing this?
be it because what he did was illegal.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, possessing child porn.
There you go. That should be your number one answer when people ask you. It's not because, oh, I'm doing it for my friends. It's you're thinking it for yourself and going, it's because he owned child porn and I don't support people that own it. So that was all. You basically get the right idea now, and I hope from now on you continue to think like that. You should cut people off based on their actions, not from others' opinions. Separate facts and opinions. That's what I always tell people to organize drama or situations or to handle things correctly. Always separate the two.
yeah.
Like, get your facts down first and keep your opinions. Just keep them separate. Because if you mix opinions and assumptions with facts, things get messy. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm the same way as Brandon. I'm gonna need like time, but I mean, my DMs are still open. I did change my settings, so if you're allowed to DM me, I'm not gonna hold it against you for talking to me. I'm just gonna feel a little off around you, but until I see improvement, which I will probably see, again, just thinking positive on the matter. You're in multiple servers still, so if I see it, I'm literally not gonna hold a grudge against you, and I would take this as just one big mistake with a lot of flaws.
Chums anymore.
You're not in Shums?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, because you were
I
taking a break.
yeah.
And you know what? Having a break is A-okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that's it then.
I actually I do have one more thing to say, but actually, this is coming from but he's actually DMing it to me now, so I might screenshot it to you later, Sour, so that way I'm not gonna be in here too long. Because I do agree with Bailey. I will need some time because yes, you did ask me to keep a big secret from everyone, and I don't really appreciate that. So I still want to be your friend, but I want to have some time away for now. Because now, because of all this, and because I have other stuff I need to deal with.
Just me personally, from all the experiences, I'd rather see the improvement first before I give it a chance again.
Yeah. Gosh, okay. Well, I have nothing else to say.
But yeah, other than that, I guess that's basically it.
Alright, well then I'm gonna go now. Take care, Sour, and just, I don't know, just reflect.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Bye.
still thinking hard, that's okay. Just
Bye-bye.
hopefully you know from right from wrong.
Bye, Billy. Okay. We'll go ahead and be off somewhere else, I guess.
Yeah, a bit off topic, but like, embarrassing as a bit. One of my very young cousins came in and they kind of heard me, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not know they were coming. To be fair, but
I'll see you guys
I gotta
later.
go with them. Yeah, so
Alright, goodbye.
See you guys.
Yeah, I'll see you guys.
Mm.